Okay, welcome back to our videos. Video 5 today, looking at management mindset and microbes. Today, look, this is a common question. So when we think about colostrum, we know colostrum is foundational. Do we let the calf suckle? Do we bottle colostrum, or do we stomach tube colostrum into calves? And there's a variety of things I see. Now, in seasonal calving systems, letting calves suckle because of the build-up of infection pressure is something that's deeply frowned upon or people don't do. But I know there's farms that let calves suckle, but I see a lot of people who are tubing calves are moving back to bottling. I am a big fan of bottling calves in remembering when a calf is born, its suckle reflex is probably at its strongest for the first 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, that may be different. You have to factor in your own sleep as well. But I see people moving back to bottle feeding calves over tubing, but tubing can work quite well. Tubing, one of the things I would say is keep your stomach tube clean. Don't use your sick calf stomach tube. Have plenty of stomach tubes if that is going to be part of your protocol. Checking the top of it to make sure it's not damaged, and really looking, I'm going to cover hygiene again, that we're using detergents and disinfectants to clean those stomach tubes, because colostrum has got twice the fat and protein of normal milk. It's quite hard to clean tubes properly. So it's up to your own farm. There's always options to blood test calves to check passive transfer. Now, if you're using supplements, it can get a little bit trickier. Vets even have this now nasal blood test prick that checks IgGs as well, which is very useful. So if you're wondering if you're having it, look, again, if it's not broken, if you don't have sick calves, you're not having issues, if it's working for you, fine. But you can blood test to see what absorption rates are like. I think in seasonal calving systems, most people are either going for bottling or tubing. More people are going to bottle. What I like about bottling is it gets that suck reflex going. Calves are more likely to suckle the next time round, but it's all about time management in your system. Tubing, just need a clean tube. Need to be really careful with that. I'm going to talk about colostrum hygiene next. So again, the blood test kind of really, creates the science that negates whether this is working or not. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's another option as well. I'm a fan of bottling colostrum in. The mindset thing today is to talk about failure. And I think when we think about failure, we can be very hard on ourselves. Now, there's failure, and then there's repeating the same thing, which I think is mistakes. And then if we're constantly doing the same thing, well, there's a different word for that. But don't let failure define you. And it's hard at the time when something goes wrong. It's very hard at the time to say something like, oh, failure is your best teacher. But the power of a deep breath, the power from walking away or sharing that problem with somebody really helps. I think we tend to be too critical on ourselves. Failure is unfortunately our best teacher, but we don't want to be repeating it constantly with mistakes. And then if we're doing the same thing wrong all the time, well, then there's no excuses. Microbes, 30 mils a day, best fed in milk. So it can be fed in milk bars, it can be fed in milk taxis, or through automated feeders, it can be fed with liquid dispensers, 30 mils for 30 days, supporting gut health. Remember, 70% of the calf's immune system's in the gut. So that's video 5. See you tomorrow for video 6. Happy safe farming.